Hi, this is Leroy Wong with Burlington High School. I'm making this video along with two students from the Help Desk program because I know some people might need a refresher with Google Classroom. I think most people in the district are fairly well versed with it, but I know some folks might be struggling either in Burlington or elsewhere, so that's the purpose of us producing this video. So I'm in the Google Classroom help page here. I will have a shortened URL of this in the video. And I think if you want to go very in-depth into Google Classroom, this would be a good place to start. Okay, so I am now in a demo classroom in Google Classroom. So I had posted a couple of assignments for a couple of my students to demonstrate how this works. There's basically a demo math assignment that I had posted and just a demo Google Doc that I had posted as well. So let me just go through that process. If you haven't done it before, just need a refresher. You can go to classwork, click on create, and these are the options. You can put in an assignment, a quiz assignment, question, or material, or reuse a post, or I guess a topic. You can create topics and put assignments under those topics. So I'm going to go to assignment, and I'm just going to put in here test assignment, and you can put instructions for your students if you want. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on add in my Google Drive. So this is a document that I had, this is the document that I had just created in Google Docs, and I can add that. And the option that I usually like to use is make a copy for each student. That way there isn't confusion. They don't need to be able to edit your master file. They don't need to make a copy of it. If you already make a copy for them, to me, I find that to be the easiest option. All right, so these are the number of points for the assignment. You can assign a due date, and if you did create topics, you can put it under whatever those topics are. And if you had a rubric for the assignment, you can do that as well. So I'm not going to assign this so that the students I have working on this don't get confused, but that's pretty much how you make an assignment. So in the next couple of segments, you'll see how my students, Samiha and Sam, worked on a demo assignment and submitted it. One that's a Google Doc, and then one that's a basic math assignment.
To submit an assignment, click Add Attachment. After click Drive, your assignment should be saved. Then find the assignment you want, click the assignment, and submit. If you're using Notability, upload the assignment to Drive. After the assignment is uploaded, click Add Attachment. Find the assignment, then click the assignment and submit.
For an assignment in the form of a PDF like this one, simply open the PDF, open it in a new window, then, at the top, open with Annotate with Kami. Simply add your answers, and then click Download. You can save it to your Google Drive, begin export. After that's done, go back to the assignment, remove the original file, and you can add the new one with your answers from your Google Drive. As you can see, my answers are here.
The last thing I'm going to show you in this video is how to use the new Hangouts Meet URL that is right within Google Classroom. So I've hidden part of this because I don't want anybody using it, although I have to say it's very secure in that no student can join or use this until the teacher goes in. So I think that is an advantage over the other method we had shown teachers where you could do it within the calendar view and add a Google Meet video conferencing link there. But students could use that, not to say that they would, but they could join it before you do, or if this was given to someone else outside of the system, people could join that. So this is actually more secure because you're able to actually have only your students within it, and they could not actually join or be a part of the video conference until you actually use it. So if you go into settings here, you can enable this feature here. So essentially there's a way for you to turn on Hangouts Meet. You can make it visible to students, although I'm seeing that sometimes the URL or the camera don't show up. So I think the best way for you to give this to them is if you click on the down arrow here, you can actually just copy the URL and then just send that within the calendar invitation, or you can make an assignment in Classroom so that they will have it. And from what I've been able to see, the URL stays the same and there won't be confusion if you stay consistent and use the same URL for all of your video conferences. Please note, for the next steps to work for the iPad, if you're in Burlington Public Schools in Massachusetts and you don't have the Hangouts app, you need to update to iOS 13, enable desktop view in Safari, and you can visit the tiny URL for directions on how to do all that. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to show you is how to join a Hangout Meet. And I know this has been a little bit confusing for folks, but with the integration in Google Classroom, it should be more secure. I'll see if I can demonstrate some of that security for you. So on my iPad, if a student tries to join and the teacher has actually not initiated the video conference, they'll probably get a message that looks like this on the iPad. It'll say something like invalid video call name. Okay, so let me go back to Google Classroom here as a teacher. I'm going to click on this here. I'm going to mute the mic so I don't get feedback. And so what I'm going to actually do here is on the iPad use the code that I have here to join. The reason I'm doing it is because I wasn't able to get any students to finish up this part, so I'm actually going to use the code this time, and I have it blurred here just for security, although I don't think it really matters, and then I'm going to have students join with that code. So let me hop back onto the iPad real quick, and I'm going to paste in the code here. So one thing to keep in mind is to make sure that you've actually logged into the correct account for the school. So essentially, if you have something that is a personal account, it's actually not going to let you in. So that's actually another pretty nice security feature here. But I'm going to go ahead and go here and paste in my code and start. And I'm going to go ahead and allow the access, but I'm going to mute this. So if I go back to my browser, I'm going to join now, and it should give you like the same code. And basically I should be able to see myself in the video conference. Oh, actually, I think I need to do join now on the iPad, so sorry, let me go back to the iPad real quick and click on join now. And now it looks like it's working. Alright, so that's how you would join on the iPad. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show you in this video is how you would join a Hangout meet on a Chromebook. So it should be as simple as just clicking on this. Okay, I'm going to mute my microphone here. And I'm going to go ahead and join here. Okay, so I'm clearly recording this many hours later. Not really sure what happened, but I guess for some reason the Screencastify recording from the Chromebook didn't work correctly. So I'm just recording this from my MacBook just to show that I am video conferencing with myself. On the other camera, you can see that the view in the upper right hand corner here is different from the view here. So hopefully all this has been helpful. I'm going to have a couple links at the end of this to give you some other guidance on distance learning and Hangouts and things like that, but I hope that this has been helpful. Thanks for watching. This is the Burlington Public Schools digital resources for BPS remote learning page. So I'm just going to scroll down here, and there is information about Google Classroom and Google Meet. If you want to get more information, there are also a couple of these quick guides for kids and students. And this is the BHS Help Desk website. So visit us at these two sites if you want to get more information. Thanks.